They love it because on the Spanish radio, it's "we're taking over, we're going to kill you, ha, ha, ha." And then you tell the dumb gringos they can't hear it, they don't know.
That's exactly right. And so the elite of this world have their own, look at, you know as well as I do, that if you go to any conference or any seminar given to or by specific disciplines, like you go to a conference of neurosurgeons, they're going to be talking and using terms at that conference that you have no idea in the world what they're talking about. So you might as well stay home because you're not a neurosurgeon. If you go to any kind of a conference where specific scientists are talking about certain things, if you're not one of them, you don't know what the words mean.
They came and took it all away. The lanes and the meadows, the places where you used to play. It was an inside job by the well-connected.
We're going to continue into the next hour, special overdrive. Then when the retransmission continues, I'll get into Barry Jennings, Deputy Head of Emergency Management, New York, talking about explosions in the buildings, dead bodies in Building 7 before either tower collapsed, destroying the 9/11 Commission report. Huge video up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com right now. Okay, going back to Jordan Maxwell, he was talking about the Teutonic Zionist. And again, separately from Jordan Maxwell, because I've been a big reader, I can confirm what he's saying because I happen to read Heinz Hobel, Order of the Death's Head, Shearer's Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, two of Hitler's books, Mein Kampf, and then The New World Order. I happen to know that they believe in the Teutonic Knights. This predates the Templars. Mainstream history teaches you the Templars became the Teutonics, but really, they were the tree from which the Templars rose. Then when that tree was cut down and ran to northern England or to Scotland, the real heart of it grew back up. Am I correct in saying that, Jordan?
Yeah, I think you're right. Because the Teutonic thing goes way back into ancient history, way back.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's a whole study in itself. That's why I said, put the two together, the Teutonic Zionism, which is Semitic Zionism, it's Teutonic Zionism, and Hanseatic League. And again, the word is Hanseatic. Hanseatic League and Teutonic Zionism will begin to open up a can of worms that you're not going to believe.
Well, tell us about the Hanseatic League.
Well, it's a league of German bankers and thinkers, philosophers, but especially bankers and commercial enterprises in Germany under the Second Reich, which was under Kaiser Wilhelm, and even way before that, before the German nation came to be a nation. So it's a whole confederation of bankers, thinkers, philosophers who were basically...
They created the modern education system. They created the PhD.
That's it.
They engineered the whole society. They created NASA. They created our CIA. They merged with the British German aristocracy. And again, I'm not absolving the modern, corrupt, murderous Zionists. The point is, I have found that they are actually their plaything, and that they have intermarried in with the Rothschilds, and every time I knock down that final door, this is a Germanic death cult that believes they are the true Zionist.
That's it. That's the name of the tune, and you said it all. That's it. So let's move on. But I mean,
all I try to do, though, is report what I really find in history. And I mean, look at who owns the big pharma companies. Look at who owns the military. And then it's got to be a debate about the Catholics, or it's got to be a debate about but then the Catholic system, is trying to set up the new Rome and is hooked in with the Teutonics, is it not?
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
But then I say it's only part of it. I mean, I'm saying Zionists, Catholics, all of it, the Protestants. But see, no, they want to keep us compartmentalized, divided and conquered, don't they?
You're right. You're right. That's why I was saying earlier, when you go on my website, there are 3 books that are showing. I have other e-books that once you hit one of the books that are showing, it will take you to the whole e-book section. But on the one in the middle is called Symbol, Sex, and the Stars, which I was so taken by when I first found this book in an old bookstore. I was just absolutely mesmerized by how much information is in there so well easily to read and explain about where things come from in the world theology, where it developed, what the words meant, the etymology of the words, and the where the concepts and ideas have come from. It's called Symbol, Sect, and the Stars. I own the copyright on that. I gave it to my friend so he could publish it. And then the second one, which was so extraordinarily important, I asked and got the copyright to own it also. I not only loved the books, I wanted to own them so I could put them out all over the world. It's called Stellar Theology and Masonic Astronomy. And once you understand how Masonic astronomy and is connected to the stellar theology of the ancient world, then all of the words and terms you're hearing in religion and philosophy and astronomy all begin to make sense.
And that's why the Olympics this year are going to be on 888 at 888 in the day. That's why that's why NASA did the shoots on certain days at certain times, admittedly occultic. That's why Ronald Reagan only gave speeches at an exact second on an exact day with a certain color tie, looking a certain direction, and would walk out and hail his arms in an occultic fashion before he did it. That's why Bill Clinton's upset. They really believe this, and they believe, by extension, all the power they have. They believe it's real, and they believe they're communing with entities, don't they?
That's exactly right. And the mere fact, I mean, by their fruits you shall know them. The mere fact that they are the power tells you that there very well might be something, in fact, legitimate about it. That there very well might be an occult, hidden, dark force in the universe that we call the occult magical system that we put into movies like Matrix. But there is, in point of fact, a legitimate, de jure, real magical system operating on the earth.
Now, let's be clear, for atheists out there, if you go research your atheistic founders, you will find they're funded by occultic and theosophics, different societies, and that the world leaders who are telling you not to believe in anything, they are obsessed with this, aren't they?
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And Washington D.C. is just filled with occult symbolism.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Everywhere. We go to the Washington Monument, and you know how many people go to the Washington Monument and see the Washington Monument and are so proud to stand there and have a picture taken with the Washington Monument, never realizing that the Washington Monument is a phallic symbol for the phallic worship in Egypt.
Or all these Baptist churches. I mean, you'll tell a Baptist preacher that, and he'll giggle and laugh and wink at you because most of them are Masons.
That's right.
I mean, they know it's funny to them.
Look at, I've had so many people contact me, emails and phone, asking me, well, what about this, and what can you tell me about that? Well, I'm just one man. I can't talk to the whole world one man at a time. But when people call me and ask me, I tell them, look, I've had a website for 15 years. I've had stuff on that one subject you just asked me about. In my research department, did you go to the research boxes on my website? No. Well, did you go to the links on my website? No. Did you see the pictures and the downloadable documents? No. Well, did you get any of the e-books that were there? No, I didn't see any e-book. So I want to take this opportunity to say, anyone who goes on my website, understand there is at least 48 years of knowledge and work that I have put into my website of stuff that you will never be privy to know even exists. So when you go to my website, don't just look at the home page and a couple of pictures. Go all through it, and especially on the audio-video page and the links page. I've got stuff on links pages. I don't put links on my website to take up room. I put them on link because pages, they are very important to me.
Now, Jordan, I want to move quickly here. You also told me privately that you may not be doing radio much longer. 2 Sundays from now, you're going to be joining us for the full 2 hours. And if you really are talking about hanging up your hat, here. I want to get you up even sooner back on this show. I mean, you say you're ill, you don't feel well, you're losing the drive, but I hear that drive reigniting once we get you on air. Any ballpark on when you may hang it up?
I get excited in my spirit when I'm in the company of someone like yourself, Alex, that appreciates the work and appreciates the time and the effort and all that comes with it. Because I have become so despondent and so dejected over all the years of seeing things people are saying about me which are not true. They're saying that I'm an enemy of so and so.
Hey, you shouldn't let them get to you. They're mad, but you're getting flack because you're over the target, Jordan, and people are jealous of you. They try to stir up fights. Just you need to know you've done a lot of great work. You're still doing great work, and if they know they're getting to you, they're only going to go 10 times crazier. And look, I got people threatening me and threatening my family, and I know it's happened to you. And you got people banging on your doors, saying they're going to kill you, and the cops won't help you. I understand all that's happening. That's why we've got you here.